Hey guys, Colin here. Welcome to the CO visit. Always my trusty coffee. Here I am once again making a video here by the zebra wall, and I want to thank everybody for clicking on this video and joining me here. Well, well. It does seem that with the recent community post that I put up, I touched a nerve with more than a few people. So I wanted to talk about that and just kind of clarify a few things and make sure that we don't misunderstand each other. Maybe it came off a little bit strong, maybe at that point, because my intention obviously was not to explain everything uh, in that post. So I wanted to do a video later on, and some people maybe misunderstood what I was saying. Okay. So first of all, what I want to clear up about that is what I was saying is by no means a warning shot off the bow of all these other channels, whether it be pastors, whether it be people who are atheists, and as I said, and things like that. What I'm talking about is certain channels. I use that particular one just as an example. Okay, certain channels, because I look at the motivations of why they're doing it. Now, if someone says, oh, they're analyzing and it's good what they say, I absolutely agree. Okay? You want to go out there and watch the other channels, get different points of views, get their take on it? Excellent. Go right ahead and do it. And if you want to support any channels, your time, your money, do what you will. Okay? I'm all for it. I'm not against that. I'm not against other people talking about the Jehovah's Witness topic. Okay? But here's what I find. Just hear me out for a second. Okay? Here's what I find a little bit weird. Okay? Now, if I see a channel, for example, let's say, because there's several of them out there, more than several, lots of them. Okay? Let's say there's a channel, person professes to be an atheist, or there's a religious leader, a pastor, whoever it might be, and on their channel, they look at religions in general, or they talk about their atheism or why they don't believe in God and this and that and whatever. And maybe on their channel, in each episode or each group of episodes, because maybe a certain topic takes several episodes, they focus on a particular teaching or a particular religion. Maybe they talk once about whatever religion it might be, the Catholic Church, and then they talk about Mormons, and then they look at the LDS Church, and so they look at different groups because the focus of the channel is we're looking at religious beliefs in general and how religious beliefs affect people and how the high control groups work and how they manipulate people and this and that. Okay? The problem I have is when a channel, any of those channels, only focuses on the witnesses. And now they've become a Jehovah's Witness, almost like an ex-Jehovah's Witness channel. And every single episode is about the Jehovah's Witnesses, like that one channel I put on my community post. To the extent where now this guy, it's not enough to go there and then ask for a Bible study and go to the meetings and give their analysis. That would be like one episode, okay? Just go there and say, hey, we just went to a Kingdom Hall just to see what it was all about. Here's my thoughts, boom. Okay, move on. But it gets to the point now, and it's gotten to the point now where a lot of these channels, like that one, now they are going over the Watchtower studies of each week. And the one that he has there in the picture, that's not one you get offline. So this guy either is getting them from the Kingdom Hall or he has a subscription. Okay? So I look at that as, is this like really sincere? It's like, what's your investment in talking about the organization? What's your crusade here? You see, I distrust people that do that. That's my nature. I distrust people who are not ex-witnesses that are talking about this topic all of the time. That's what they're dedicated to. Why? Is it really sincere? Are they really so invested and interested in the witnesses that they now want to take it upon themselves to help people wake up to the extent of going over study articles every week? Fuck, we don't even do that. And excuse my French, but most of us ex-Jehovah's Witnesses don't even go that far. And I've seen several channels that do that, and I'm like, wow. You know what's going to end up happening to somebody like that? Because this guy that you saw, someone said he was a Christian. You're wrong. He's an atheist. Used to be Baptist when he was growing up, and he became atheist. Okay? So check your information there. What's going to end up happening is he's reading all this information, reading all these articles. They're going to end up convincing him. He's going to end up becoming a witness, and next thing you know, he's on the stage at an assembly or a convention telling his experiences of how he used to be atheist and bash the witnesses on a YouTube channel. I can very easily see that happening. So be careful what you're delving into there, okay? And so there were some comments there on my channel about, oh, well, you know, we'll watch them just like we'll watch you and all this stuff. Don't put me on the same level, please. Okay? We're not. We're not on the same level. Motivations are very different. I was born into the faith. You guys know that. And I'm invested in this. I've been passionate about it. I've been doing this for a long time because this is what I was born into and grew up with. This has affected every single aspect of my life. So that's why I do it. And that's why and excuse me if I'm a little bit possessive and a little bit maybe righteously indignated or jealous of this community, because I want people to be sincere. And you guys know that I'm sincere. What you see is what you get. And you're always going to get a sincere reaction from me and what I'm talking about, whether you agree or not, but you're getting the real thing, the real deal. And there's a lot of people wanting to jump on the Watchtower bashing because there's money in it. But look at what happened to people that used to beg for money all the time, like Lloyd and others. Got too big, went to their head. Next thing you know, we're financing trips to Thailand and stuff like that. Well, I won't get into that. Okay? It's just like one of my very good friends, and I'll mention him because we've known each other for a long time. Dr. Carr from Seattle. He's the one that sent me, if you guys remember, I did a video back when he sent me a box with the cup that said CO visit on it and all that stuff, the food, and we did a video about that. And Dr. Carr is an atheist. And he sent me a message and said, well, I'm atheist, but I'm just fascinated by this group and why they do what they do. And I said, yes, obviously, lots of people are. But I don't see on YouTube dedicating a channel to it. It's a big difference. So I apologize to everybody out there and my subscribers and everybody else. I'm by no means, like I said, saying that a lot of those channels are bad. Okay, the ones that do talk about it. But like I said, they're not dedicated to just Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, I saw one for a while ago, was a pastor by the name of Winger. Can't remember his first name, but he basically like ran his channel into the ground because, he had a channel where he was talking about, the faith and how to draw close to God and prayer and this, and, he's answering Bible questions and doing all that. Then he got the JW bug. And then all of his videos for a long time were just that. And he was doing the same thing. He started, and then his subscribers in the comment section were just like, dude, are you going to talk about something else? And he ran his channel into the ground. Because not everybody, this is a topic that it's not for everybody. We're targeting a very specific audience for different reasons. Jehovah's Witnesses, to try to show them there's a life beyond that, beyond the witnesses, and that they're being duped, they're being lied to, they're being controlled, and ex-witnesses to help them on their journey, to give them a support system, to let them know we understand you. We're going through this too. We're all on this journey. We're at different places, but we can help each other. So that people coming out, when they're in that spiral in the air and don't know what to do or where to go or what to believe, they have something that they can latch onto and watch and feel like, hey, I understand. And I know a lot of you have done that, right? Watching my channel, watching other channels, that you felt like we've caught you, right? We've got you. And what you're going through is normal, and it's okay. And to feel confused. But like I said, I'm not criticizing, just like when people decide to keep believing in God, in Jesus, and they go to a church or things like that. Great. The other channels that are not ex-Jehovah's Witnesses or never were Jehovah's Witnesses, and they talk about the witnesses, fine. Okay, but like I'm saying, this is my personal opinion, and you're free to disagree with me. But they shouldn't be dedicated just to that, because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, well, I just want to make a video about that. I mean, it's really, at the end of the day, guys, it's neither here nor there, right? At the end of the day, you just, we're all free, completely free to do what we want, talk about what we want, watch what we want, spend your money on what you want. We're all free, right? Live and let live. I've always said that, and I respect each person. Okay, but I just didn't want that to be a wedge between me and some of my subscribers. I didn't want there to be a misunderstanding on that point. Okay? But you'll know where I stand on those things, that in general, a lot of those channels, like I said, depending on kind of what their motivations are, what I perceive personally, okay, I'm not really going for it. I don't like it. Okay? Just like I don't like channels. I not just don't like them, I detest most very, very few exceptions, but channels with AI voices. Now, in this community, I understand why there's a couple that do it because they're PMO and they don't want to be identified. Okay, I get it. But you see too many AI, with these voices out there say, just use your voice, just narrate. Okay? It's getting to be really lazy. That people are just using that now because it's like, oh, because you just have to. Oh, there's AI, so we have to use it. Okay? I just think it's kind of overblown, all of that. So anyway, okay, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. So anyway, let's move on. Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Remember, there's the super chat, super thanks, all that kind of stuff. You can become a member of the channel, and I'll see you in the next CO visit. Be blessed.